Thank you, sir, for those words. I think the context of the session has been well laid out. Now we got a overview of what are the issues on the table to discuss today. Now, I would like to request, I think Ambassador Humayun Kabir is yet to join. Let me now invite Dr. A.K. Inamul Haq, who is a professor, Department of Economics, East West University, to make his remarks. I would like to request to keep your remarks within 5 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak on this. The Chinese Bangladesh issue, then I think I echo some of the comments made by Mr. Rahman Subhan, particularly that while we discuss the China-Bangladesh issue, there are certain topics that always flag out. But I think the long-term strategic issues are important. And my own feeling is that it's not that totally we are outside of it. It's that Bangladesh government has also thought about it. I'm pretty sure about it. But to start with, I think when we look into the pattern of investment China has done so far, except some joint venture, most of the investment are within the government sectors. In other words, in the infrastructure with the cooperation of the government. So I think strategically it is important that Bank China expands it to other sectors. Professor Rahman Subhan mentioned something very important, that China is going to divest some of their investment from certain labor-intensive sectors to others, and Bangladesh would be a very good place for it. Just to give an example, the Uttara Economic Zone has already been one of these toy factories that have started. In other words, remember, China initially was the toy producer of the world. And a lot of time right now, as they're moving into high-tech industry, there are opportunities for Bangladesh to actually look into that, into investment sector, and use our zones to convert some of these market access they have with the global world into an investment and business partnership with China. And that is something that Bangladesh businesses should look into. So what I'm trying to push into our mind is that it's not just the government initiative, it's also a private-to-private initiative that becomes important. And in dealing with the private and attracting private investment, I think the strategic goal should be a little bit wider than just between government-to-government cooperation. And when I say wider, I would echo some of the points, particularly the issue of people-to-people connectivity. So far, we have been doing business with China, and China has been one of the largest importing, Bangladesh has been the largest importing country from China. But if I go back, I give you an example for people to listen to, which is 2004, I was in Vietnam, and we were looking at the shrimp industry in Vietnam. And the first thing Vietnamese producers were telling me, that I was discussing, where do you export? And they were saying most in 2004, Vietnam was looking at China as a bigger market. Our private businesses in investment and trade actually did not look into this. Still today, we are looking at the markets in the West. That is our largest export market. So I think that connectivity should be widened, and I think that is where strategic goal is important. What I mean by strategic goal is that connectivity between institutions with Bangladesh and China is not just academic but business institutions, giving them opportunity to know each other. As we have seen so far, Bangladeshi students are going to China. I would also encourage Chinese students come to Bangladesh, because that always bring and create opportunities for investment in future. So that seed of investment should be brought in through those cooperation. Research is another area where both countries should cooperate. And you have mentioned, Dr. Fahmida has mentioned about the STEM, particularly in STEM education, the Chinese dominance is well worth it. We have to recognize this globally. If we look into the STEM education, the dominance of Chinese education is very strong, and that strength we should harbor, and we should bring those cooperation into reality. In terms of some of these issues, particularly with BRI, some of the criticisms and some of the issue flagged by Dr. Fahmida is important. She has mentioned one thing, which is about the governance issue of the Chinese investment, and I agree that these flagging are important. But at the same time, it's a flagging from both sides. Many of the, I still remember there was the Asian Development Bank country director in Bangladesh, and she was in a seminar mentioned that if we had to wait for corruption to get out of Bangladesh, then we cannot make any investment. So while we have to work on those issues, we have to think carefully that the investment has to be there. On the Sri Lankan issue, I mentioned this in a meeting in Guangdong 2 years ago, and that's a very important one. If you look into the investment issue, converting debt into equity, these are strategies not really unknown. But I think the global connectivity is important. Bangladesh, I would say strategically, only 69 kilometers away from China and 0 kilometer away from India. So that strategic advantage of Bangladesh should be looked into, both by Bangladesh and China. And because this is a country which has the two largest economy around us, we have to be careful on that because there are two largest economy around us and there are big partners. So in terms of investment opportunity, while China is looking into Bangladesh, it's not just infrastructure. Infrastructure may be important, but at the same time, business opportunities should be expanded. Just to before I conclude, let me give you one or two issues. Let me see. So in COVID, particularly when you look into the COVID, if you look into this, and I agree with Professor Raman Subhan also, the Asian, this century is an Asian century, and we should recognize this from the heart that this is an Asian century. Asian countries should understand this, and that should be the priority. There will be, and with the new Cold War between China and America, there will be diversion. There will be strategic game planning between countries. But we should understand that this is a century which has given back the opportunity that we had in the 17th century. 17th century was an Asian century. Now this is a new century, and 17th century we lost because of colonization. So we should be careful about it. This is another century, the new opportunity. But this opportunity, if we want to take advantage of this opportunity, we should look into the strategic partnership between Bangladesh and other countries, including China as a bigger trading and investment partner. So I would conclude by saying that, yes, there are flags that you have mentioned, that Dr. Fahmida has mentioned. At the same time, we should continue on those, look at the strategic game plan that is happening and say, look, we can play this. Bangladesh is not a small country. If you look carefully, the GDP of Bangladesh is as big as Malaysian GDP. So if you look into the economic size of Bangladesh, it is very big. And the potential of growth exists in Bangladesh. So given this, I would say we should look into these aspects and develop our partnership. I will stop here for now. Thank you.